big issue vendor. Hi, Mike.
Hi.
Would you mind telling us a bit about where you come from, how you came to be a big issue vendor, that kind of thing?
Well, I was brought up on a small dairy farm in Cumbria. I've lived in a few different places. I got into a bit of a legal bind in Canada, so I had to come back to the UK. And I spent 4 years, going around Britain trying to find a steady job. And I couldn't find anything that was steady, because to really get somewhere, you have to get work that's steady and continuous. I attempted to sign up with a job, various job agencies. My passport was stolen, but when I was sleeping rough in the main city centre park in Bath, in the city of Bath. And there was a rule introduced by the Labour government to all the job agencies that the only photograph ID that was acceptable were passports, which caused a further complication. So over that 4 years of going around to different locations in Britain looking for work, and all the time my frustration level was just building up and up and up. I dabbled with the big issue. I did it for a short time in Bath, and I've only done it for a long period of time here in Cambridge. I don't have any drug and or alcohol issues. I'm doing this, I'd rather do the big issue than be on benefits. You're not allowed to be on job seekers allowance or any benefit that puts money in your hand. It's either one or the other. And I'd rather do this. It's not just for some money, but it's also for something to do, because we all need to do something with our day. And it's soul destroying not to have anything to do with your day. So.
And how do you find it in Cambridge in particular?
I respect Cambridge. It's a very nice city. It's got a nice atmosphere. Few problems. Any town or city has a few problems, but there's very few in Cambridge. People feel safe here, and it's nice. I like it.
Do you have any family in Cambridge?
I've got no family connection at all. I've got 2 Canadian grandchildren. Sorry, not grandchildren. I'm not that old yet. 2 Canadian children, and I'm hoping to relocate back to Canada in the future. But I'm going to be organised about it, because I'm from a farming background. In the long term, I'd like to get to the economic level where there can be me and a number of other people also from farming backgrounds, and we'll run a farm cooperative or a ranching cooperative, and in that way I'll be able to get back. Well, unknown to me, despite the fact that I lived in Canada for six and a half years, I wasn't aware that if you intend to do farming in Canada, that's not subject to the points and skills system that covers other occupations. So that should be an easy way for me to get back.
And how long do you think it might take you to get over there?
Realistically, if I'm very lucky, 3 years from now. More likely, realistically speaking, probably 4 or 5. But I'm determined.
And while you're here, do you read the big issue yourself, or just sell?
It depends. I always have a flick through, and so some issues are better than other ones. Some weeks are better than others. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Okay, thank you so much, and best of luck with getting to Canada.
Okay, thank you very much.